everybody, it's Melissa. Happy Wednesday. So I just got done with work. It was a very busy day, and now I'm gonna work out, even though I'm really dreading it today. I just feel so tired. I had to get up at 4 a.m. today, and I didn't sleep very well last night, so I am really dragging. But I'm gonna do this workout because I'm trying to stay super consistent and all that fun stuff. But anyways, so today's topic is demanding things in relationships. So this could be like a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario, or it might just be like a friend scenario. But either way, it's never good to start demanding things. And here's why I say that. It's okay to have conversations about where you want to go with a relationship, especially, obviously if it's like a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of scenario, right? It's good to have those conversations of like, okay, where are we at in this relationship? Are we going to get married? Are we going to have kids? Do we want the same, things? That's okay to have those conversations. But when you start demanding things, it changes the whole relationship. And it can be even the littlest things. So it might not be like demanding someone to propose, for example. It might be something little like, demanding them to do something that you like to do and they hate doing. Like say going to the beach or dancing or something like that. You love it, they hate it. You're like demanding that they do it. Otherwise you're gonna feel some kind of way. You're gonna be bitter towards them, or you threaten like breaking up with them because of this. Whatever the case is, it's just silly to me, because why would you want to force your partner into something that they don't want to do? It's just silly. Now, of course, there's those things where you're like setting boundaries of what like you will not accept in a relationship, like say cheating or being disloyal and all that kind of stuff. Of course, those things I get. Like if you do that kind of stuff, then we're not going to be together. But as far as like demanding like proposals or like making them do some kind of activity that you like to do, I just say, screw it. Like, maybe it's not meant to be if you have to demand things, first off, or maybe the things that you're demanding are just ridiculous. So just kind of really consider these things. And the same thing goes for friendships, right? Friends that demand all of your time, all of your attention, all of like anything that you do, they have to be involved in. That can be exhausting. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't want to be around that friend. It just means sometimes you're going to do things without them, or sometimes you're not going to want to do what they're doing, and that's okay. Like, to demand that someone hangs out with you or whatever the case is, otherwise you're not going to be friends with that person, is crazy. So anyways, I think just overall, like, think about when you are told to do something, and if you don't do that, you're going to, get some kind of form of punishment, which could be, in this case, like a breakup. I don't know that I would want to be with that person if they kept demanding things of me. Like, let me be me, you be you, we're together in this. We're going to love to do some things together. We're going to love to do some things apart. We have a mutual understanding of what is expected, whether it's a boyfriend-girlfriend situation or a friendship. And it's going to be okay to not have to stand by like a certain set of rules. And I just was thinking about this today because I hear that so much, where someone will be like, well, we've been together for 2 years, and if they don't propose to me, then I'm going to break up. Okay. That's okay to feel that way. If you feel like you're ready to move on and they're just not, you have all right in the world to be like, I'm moving on. I'm not waiting for you. But if you really love that person, that demand seems a little ridiculous, to say that you love this person so much, but you're ready to dump them because they won't give you exactly what you want. Now, there are some guys who have serious issues with commitment, especially, getting married is a big deal. So maybe there's another way to approach that, like maybe talk about your feelings with your partner, discuss the things that you want. And I think that's a better approach than being like, if you don't, propose to me within the next 6 months or whatever, I'm going to break up with you. It's like, do you really want him just to ask you to marry him purely off the fact that he just doesn't want you to break up with him. Like, that's ridiculous. I want it to be like meaningful, and that he is asking me because he wants to ask me, and you know, all of that. I don't want it to be a push thing. And I mean, that goes for a lot of things. Like, I know I hear a lot of women talk about like their birthdays and stuff like that. Like, I demand that we do this on my birthday, this, that, whatever. And if he doesn't do what I want, or, you know, if he doesn't spend this much money on me, or whatever the case is, that I'm going to break up with him. And that is so stupid. You obviously don't love that person if you're going to break up over such silly things. And I don't say like proposing is a silly thing, because that is a huge thing of your life, right? Marriage and all of that. But don't push it, because there's no point of you getting into an engagement and then a marriage when both of you weren't in that same spot and like ready for it. The same thing goes for kids. Don't push it if you're not ready for it. You know, there's so many things in life that if we just had a simple conversation and kept that communication open and honest, that we wouldn't be hurt. We wouldn't question things and be like in the dark about what's going on. But for some reason, sometimes we just don't ask the questions. We don't keep that line of communication open. We want certain things. We don't tell our partner, or we don't tell our friends. And then there's like this disconnect. So communication is key in all things. You know, it's key in your relationships, even your work relationships. And it's just super important. So anyways, I'm going to go work out, and I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.